Hello and welcome back. I'm Cosmo Dad. It's time to do some hair science on 10-minute color. And when I say science, I just mean applying the scientific method, applying problem solving to a product's claims, to our processes, to figure out if a product or a method that we're using is actually effective, or if there's some other factor that's actually making it effective. The product I'm going to be testing out today is by Dennis Bernard's Power Tools, TCA, the Color Accelerator. This product makes a lot of claims, but this one has always fascinated me. I've never tried it because 10-minute color and 10-minute color services are getting really popular right now. Matrix has a 10-minute color. I've got one by Joico, their Lumishine. Rusk has a 10-minute gray coverage. Redken, L'Oreal, you name it. I think Paul Mitchell has one now. A lot of brands are coming out with this 10-minute gray coverage. And it's actually a premium service. Many clients are willing to pay more for a color service that takes less time. They're buying their time back, which is pretty cool. This product has been around forever, and it claims that it can do a gray coverage in 10 to 15 minutes. Why buy another full line of color that processes in 10 minutes if you could just take the color that you already have in your salon and make it process faster? This is what I want to find out today. And so we're going to apply the scientific method to figure out if the effectiveness of this product is as it claims. So we're going to get right into it right now. According to this product, you can use body heat or a low dryer to help accelerate the process and activate the TCA. And so my questions and the way of setting this up is certainly I need to take a gray coverage color and color a swatch and process it to its normal processing time. So I'm just going to use some Paul Mitchell. I have a 6 stroke 00 or 6NN. This is their level 6 for gray coverage, permanent color, and it's going to process for 30 to 45 minutes. So I'm just going to do a standard swatch. Next, since the directions of this recommend that we both add this and apply heat, I need to figure out if just adding heat is doing it, and this is like a placebo. So I have my standard that's just going to process like normal, and then I have my standard with some heat applied. Next, I'm going to add the appropriate amount of this, and we'll just process that at room temp next to the standard one, and my accelerator plus heat. That way I can find out, does the accelerator alone work? Does the accelerator require heat to work? Can I just apply heat and skip the accelerator? The reason why trying to be so thorough is this is literally, when you look at the ingredients, I have vitamin E oil, jojoba oil, olive oil, mineral oil. That's it. No pH adjustment, nothing. It's just an oil, 5 drops per ounce. Honestly, it kind of blows my mind, and I'm extremely skeptical. There's no way that this could work. I talk about chemistry a lot. I'm not a chemist, so I'm going to measure everything precisely to make sure that I'm doing this correct. Paul Mitchell color is a 1-to-1 ratio. I have my scale set on grams, but it's approximately 30 grams to an ounce, so we're going to measure out an ounce. I love permanent color. I love the fact that it comes out completely colorless. I think it's pretty cool. Next, 30 grams of 20 volume, and we'll mix. Gotta chop it up, get it mixed real well. We'll add this in a minute, but first things first, I've got to paint my control swatch and then my added heat swatch. Standard with heat. Now, yes, I understand this is a gray coverage formula and I'm using blonde swatches. These blonde swatches essentially act like gray hair. They honestly are typically very tough to cover, and there's very little pigment in them. A little tip when you're coloring your swatches, I know a lot of people get really hung up on wanting to basically like color in the lines and color all the way to the top of that section because they just want to do a pretty thorough job. I always leave a gap at the top of my swatch because I want to be able to have a direct comparison of before and after, no matter what color my swatch is. Watching your colors is all about discovering how effective your color is and what exactly is going on. I always leave a gap, if not sometimes literally just color half my swatch. Give this little guy a nice little fold. And we're going to put this near a heat source in just a second. When they say medium heat, I'm thinking about 100 degrees. So I'm just going to go put it near the door where it's a little hotter because it's 105 degrees outside. Next, I'm going to add the appropriate amount of TCA. About 5 drops per ounce. Five drops in there. Ooh, even just that 5 drops, maybe I have a little bias here, but that 5 drops made this color feel a little smoother. Just 5 drops of oil. Now, while I'm cleaning this up, I do want to say if you enjoy the content that you see on this channel, or you want to see if there's anything else you want me to cover, please leave a comment down below. Like, subscribe. If you want to support the channel in a different way, check out the Awesome Coffee Club. Delicious coffee for a good cause, and you can get a convenient subscription and help support the work that I do. The link is going to be in the description. I'm sure it's on the screen already. And I'll see you in the blink of an eye. Okay, so I'm sure that for you, that was really fast. For me, it was like an hour. I forgot something in my scientific method setup. I know you're waiting on the results, but here's what happened. I processed everything for 10 minutes. I did the regular formulation for 10 minutes, regular formulation with heat for 10 minutes. I added the TCA or accelerator and processed that at room temp for 10 minutes as well as with heat. And when I got done, I realized, oh, I need to make one that's just normal that processes for the full 45 minutes. So that's what I did. Here is the swatch that processed for the full 45 minutes with these 6 in. And just for a little bit of reassurance, let me grab my Paul Mitchell swatch book here. Let's look at our gray coverage ones. And this is actually my 6 in swatch. Here it is on white hair. And you'll notice that this hair is tough to cover, and it does have a more greenish hue than that. Totally normal because there's no background color here. All hair color assumes that there's warmth present in the hair. When there is no warmth, you are going to get a cooler than desired result. I definitely have videos on this. It did cover pretty close to Paul Mitchell level 6. Next, I have my standard swatch, and you can see that processing for only 15 minutes, it did not do so hot. Standard with heat, same story. Let's switch to the overhead view real quick. And now we can see, move these up a little. Definitely the standard and the accelerated, I honestly see no difference between those two. They look really, really similar. The standard with heat and accelerated with heat, they definitely seem to have deposited a little bit deeper, but not as deep as the full process. So mildly unexpected results. Did I get what I expected? How was my hypothesis? I predicted that this wouldn't make a difference and that the heat might affect it rather than this. And that seems to be what the swatches are showing, is that the one that seems to, if any of them deposited the most, it was the standard without the accelerator with the addition of heat. Both of the samples I applied heat to deposited deeper in the same amount of time than your standard ones, but none nearly as deeply or with as much coverage as the full processing time. Let me know if you want me to do a video with the 10-minute colors, comparing the products. Maybe I'll even throw in a couple of other brands. Did it turn out the way you expected? Yeah, let me know. Thanks for joining. Check out the description for ways to support. And as always, give me a like, subscribe, and even share. That's the best thing you can do to support. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time.